Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team.
We have already started here.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, it's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. Ødegaard gets it clear. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric. And that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that terrific acceleration.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Lee Kang-in. Saka. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now he's off and running. It's a pretty loose pass. Merino aimed beyond the defence. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Paris Saint-Germain applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does the...
Chance! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Gabriel. For Merino. Saka. And it's Merino. Over to the left. Not the most convincing of passes. Fabian Ruiz. Back towards the middle. Distributed tidily. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, it's Dembele. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Ødegaard. And Madueke. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the right. Madueke picks it up out wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And he cuts out the supply. Timber. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that looks a decent ball. Now can he find a finish? Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Saka deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Ødegaard. Here it is, crossed in. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. PSG on the counter-attack. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. White. And it's Marino. No, he's not getting any further than that.
That was lovely, that.
Out towards the flank. He's in space and looking for option.
He's got full. He will be livid with himself.
Rice gathers from the goal kick. Gabriel. Saliba.
And Gabriel.
Timber.
And Gabriel chooses to go crossfield.
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
So there was the first half.
Arsenal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life.
And the finish! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Substitution.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Merino!
Loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Doué. Kvaratskhelia chasing after it. White. Now it's Madueke. White. Spread neatly.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
And that's been intercepted. It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Arsenal still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Hernandez. Oh, he's been caught napping! And a goal kick. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Odegaard, he has found the way through. Cross from it.
It's a mighty effort!
He's missed, but not by that far.
Saka certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
White. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it into space.
Chance! In he goes again. It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Gabriel.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Coming on the field, number 10, Eze. Number 5, Incapie. Number 36, Zubimendi. Number 29,
Madueke pinches it off him. It's a sharp little ball here. And it's White. Madueke. Rice. Now it's Havertz. Timber.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. Crosses it in here. Marquinhos with the clearance. Tries to play it through.
Oh, really well played.
That is lovely. And here's Ødegaard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
White. Madueke. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Ødegaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Madueke. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Fabian Ruiz. Marquinhos. Here's Vitinha. Doué. And it's Ruiz. Barcola. And he's cut it out. And he shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Zubimendi gets into some space. Havertz.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Good ball, good take. That has been cut short. Ødegaard. Out to the left it goes. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Linked with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
Is currently being displayed on the screen.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything